Had a very Merry Christmas this past weekend. It was one of the coldest ones on record for us here in Augusta. I actually just got done talking with Hallie Turner. She's one of our reporters here that actually has been following kind of the cold air impacts that we've seen. She's been talking to a lot of people that have had bursted pipes from over the weekend. Power's been cut off for a lot of people as well. So she's actually pursuing another story that we're going to air later tonight on News 12 at 11, talking with multiple families that are just kind of dealing with major water issues, pipes bursting, power turned off. Just a lot of people are struggling with this cold air. And we actually got close to actually setting the new record low temperature on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We still didn't quite make it to that 1983 record, but we were close, only a degree off, got all the way down to 12 degrees. Christmas Eve morning, we were just a few degrees warmer Christmas Day morning, and the wind chills were the big factor. It actually got all the way down to 7 below zero for up in Saluda County with those wind chills early Saturday. So this was significant cold, and this is why we were really trying to warn people like, hey, take whatever precautions you can to protect those pipes, because we have had a lot of issues area wide. And the thing is, this wasn't just one morning of cold air. We actually got all the way down to 12 degrees again this morning. This morning it was 12 degrees at Bushfield, just thanks to a very clear and calm night. Many other locations between 15 to 19 degrees in Thompson, Louisville, Swainsboro. Now you can see Danielfield did stay much warmer. So remember, that urban environment takes in all that sunlight during the day, absorbing that in the asphalt and concrete, and keeps those city environments, in this instance, close to 9 degrees warmer at night. So this is likely going to happen again tonight. We did have a good bit of sunshine this afternoon, but we are looking at temperatures to finally stay above 20 degrees for the rest of the week. So that's when there's the real concern with bursting pipes, is that temperatures, once they get below 20 degrees for more than 6 hours, that's when we start to have the issues like we've seen over the past couple of days. So luckily we should see less and less of those occurrences for the rest of the week, as low temperatures stay generally in the mid-20s Tuesday, Wednesday morning, closer to 30 by Thursday morning, and then by later this weekend, if you do have plans for the New Year's Eve weekend and New Year's Day, the low temperatures by Saturday and Sunday will actually be much warmer than what our high temperatures have been over the past several days. So we are going to do a little bit of a pattern flip this weekend. It looks like we actually will bring in 2023 with temperatures above normal. We have a few spots already getting down to the 20s here just after 7 and before 8 o'clock. 28 right now in Millen, 29 in Sylvania, Thompson, you're at 29. Now these should only drop a few more degrees. We could get close to the low 20s in a few spots, but what actually is going to keep our temperatures a little bit warmer tonight is that we do have some cloud cover that's going to move in later into this evening, into tonight. But right now we have generally clear skies over Augusta. We actually have a pretty fantastic view of the crescent moon that's sinking lower in that western sky, and it's not popping up on here for me right now, but we were actually able to see Saturn that was next to the moon as well. So if you do want to go check this out, these crystal clear cold nights are perfect for viewing stars, the moon, anything in the night sky. But we are tracking some cloud cover and actually some snowflakes west of the CSRA, all thanks to a clipper system that is moving into the southeast. So as this area of low pressure just kind of gradually dives to the south and east tonight, this is going to bring us clouds. I cannot guarantee that you're going to see snowflakes. It looks like a very low chance we would see those type of impacts here around Augusta or most of the CSRA, but our neighbors west of us, closer towards Atlanta, especially North Georgia, they actually have a winter weather advisory that was just issued a few hours ago, or actually about an hour ago. And this stays in effect until much later tonight, until around 4 a.m. But for us here locally, they have just put out a very low impact special weather statement, and this is actually for areas outside the SRA, but just getting right next to our western and northern counties, to where a few light flurries will be possible. The thing is that we have a very dry air over us at the moment, so this is actually going to eat away at a lot of this as it tries to move in. But hey, I've seen crazier things happen, not ruling out that maybe a few flakes do fly in some of our northern and western counties. This is actually overproducing from what a lot of model guidance was showing earlier today, which is why the Weather Service did have to bump up that to a winter weather advisory in North Georgia. So they're already starting to see some impacts, and it is overproducing system right now. So hey, for all the snow lovers, keep your fingers crossed. You may be able to see a few flakes tonight. But this particular model is keeping us generally just cloudy, not much snow in the forecast for us here locally, unfortunately. I know a lot of people were hoping for that, but it looks like just the chance maybe for a few flurries between I-85 and I-20, and that would mainly be west of the CSRA. By the time it reaches us, a lot of this is just falling apart and getting eaten away by that dry air. But there you go. Our in-house model here has been consistently showing maybe there's a little patch of a flurry or two across the area as we head into much later tonight. Now, I would say this is not worth staying up for. Definitely don't stay up late and have a bad day at work tomorrow. This is not worth staying up for. But if you are up late, maybe worth just going to check out, see if there's a flake or two flying. But take a look at this. With the cloud cover moving in, this should keep our temperatures warmer tonight. Now, this particular model is well too warm. We're still expecting to most likely hit at least the 20s tonight, but at least not the teens, not the frigid air that we have seen over the past couple of days. Most likely going to continue dropping into the upper to mid 20s for the rest of tonight into early tomorrow. And that cloud cover will be with us for maybe around sunrise, just a little bit after that, but generally sunny skies later into our Tuesday afternoon. And we should be able to get close to 50, not ruling out that a few spots, mainly south of Augusta, do briefly hit that 50-degree mark, but it is going to be another day with temperatures about 10 degrees at least below average. So it's not going to be until most likely Thursday until our high temperatures do get a little bit warmer in the 60s. And we are hanging on to dry weather. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. The rain you're looking at on the map here for Friday is actually for Friday evening and to Friday night. And the much more likely chance to see rain this week is going to be by Saturday. So that is New Year's Eve. If you have plans for New Year's Eve this Saturday, we are definitely looking at some wet weather. So make sure you do have an inside plan for any thing you might have going on as far as parties go or any get-togethers, things like that. Both of our long-range models are showing this rain later into the weekend. Now, the timing of when this kind of moves out, Sunday is still kind of up in the air, still a few days away from having better understanding of that. But at the moment, it looks like Saturday is looking pretty soggy. Less of a chance by Sunday, but still can't rule out maybe a shower or two linger into our Sunday morning. But I would say at the moment, it does look mostly dry for the second half of the weekend on New Year's Day, Sunday. New Year's Eve, Saturday is looking like the wetter of the two weekend days at the moment. But taking a look at the 7-day forecast, you can see our temperatures are finally increasing. Low 60s by Thursday, mid 60s on Friday, and then potentially by Sunday, ushering in the new year, we could hit the low 70s. If you remember, actually earlier this year, on January 1st of 2022, we set a record high temperature of, I believe it was 82 degrees. So it looks like we're going to start off this year again above average, possibly as high as 10 degrees above average. And this should actually stick around most of next week. So heading into the first week of January, our temperatures are going to flip-flop. Instead of being much colder than normal, we are looking to be flipping that to warmer than average later into next week as well. But if you are up late, maybe it's worth to just kind of poke your head out at times, see if there's a flake or two flying. Remember, you can download our First Alert weather app. You can pull up the radar there, and it'll show you if there is any snow that may possibly be falling. But once again, we have very dry air in place at the lower levels, so this is going to eat away at a lot of the precip that you may be able to see on radar. So not guaranteeing that you will see anything, even if maybe the radar is showing it. But hey, if you see something, send it in. You can actually use our weather app to send in those pictures and video. We'd love to see it and show it later tonight. If not tonight, we'll show it tomorrow. But hopefully you had a great Christmas holiday weekend, and we'll see you later tonight on News 12 at 11.